They'll be calling you a radical. This is a big deal. It's happening right now as we speak, as the American colony, America Vespucci, as the Japanese nuclear island. Look, let's talk about this in reality, in the hardcore reality. Look, in World War II, we divided up the world. Stalin, United States, FDR, Yalta by the Sea, United States took Japan. I mean, read the treaties. The only thing Marie Antoinette ever said right in his life, when he faked it, eating his fake sushi in Fukushima, Japan, when Caroline's there on the 50th anniversary, the only thing he ever said, these treaties were signed long before I was born. The United States is colony. The treaties exist, so Abe is simply their puppet. The former Prime Minister has told me right to my face. And in Australia, by the way, that great activist down there in Australia, the greatest activist in all of Australia, sure isn't Helen Caldicott. It's a young, beautiful woman named Kylie Fitzwater. She went right there to ask him to back it up. He told me right to my face. How can you be pro-nuclear or anti-nuclear now? He was going on the tour after Fukushima with Gregory Jacko, head of the NRC, touring around anti-nuclear. When he built up the nuclear, I didn't have any voice. The United States colony. The United States made me do it. Look, this is nothing but the war machine building up to colonialize China. You don't think this is royals fighting? This is neo-feudalism under the 10th power. The British colony, the United States British colonies, 16th, 17th, century, it's back, all the way back. It's all the way. The United States military colony, this is all, they have no voice in Japan. That's what I don't understand. I cannot believe that I thought Fukushima people would come. It made me realize how ignorant this country is. Fukushima was the great wake-up call. Look, 48 reactors offline in Japan, no blackouts, because they don't use it for nuclear energy. None of it's used. It takes multiple times the energy to run a nuclear plant than they produce. How is that possible? Price-Anderson, IAEA, UN, Yalta by the Sea, hijack in '59, the UN, the nuclear cartel. It's to colonialize the world. The Queen's uranium mines, they're back. I mean, this is a big, big deal. This is nothing but a lead up to freaking, there's going to be a military conflict with China. I can tell you right now. Look, and it's not about China versus the US, whatever. It's about globalists. They funneled it up so tight. You got these global, it's the same New World Order. No, it's Old World Order. It's neo-feudalism. By the way, right there, I want to show you, that's the room I was in when they told me I had 2 months to live on a Friday night, right there. McQuack-D's, they tried to murder me. So I look up here, all these houses that I plastered and stuccoed all the years. My place, this is my home. I was looking up in that window right there on a Friday night. Doctor after doctor told me I'd be dead within days. So I'm not dead. But this is a major, major story in Japan. And the people of Japan are fighting back. They're fighting back against nuclearism. They're fighting back against this, but they have no voice. Don't you see? The treaties stand. They're powerful. The United States Department of Energy runs this country, which runs, well, the Queen out of the House of Windsor. She's reclaimed. Mission accomplished, George Walker Bush, Hillary. As radical and as insane as, when Donald Trump's the logical voice in the room, and he's insane, by the way. Biggest masquerade fraud, but at least he talks about tariffs, Hamilton, whatever. This masquerade party is, I can't believe how, look, when you've eaten so many dogma burgers on this, going for the, Fox News, wrap themselves up in the flag when they're not this, they're this. They're the Union Jack, not even that. I want you to read as Jeremy stands there and refuses to sing, Mother England's song with the Queen. He refuses to sing. I want you're still singing that? In Scotland, in Ireland, in the UK, you're still singing that? You realize the words say to crush the Scots? Those are the words you're singing? The United States has been colonialized. They floated up the Potomac. They didn't have to burn down the White House this time. They didn't have to kill McKinley this time. They didn't have to kill Kennedy this time. They let you do it for them. It's like the tax I'm under or whatever. They don't even have to pay these nuclear apologists. This is hardcore shit to stand on an island like I do and what I do. Hello! The United States of USURY, the United States Department of Energy, which has hijacked the entire, and if you think your vote counts, you're crazy. If Marie Antoinette let them eat yellow cake, Barack Obama didn't prove that your vote means zero. Here, Mike Lee's house in foreclosure. He never paid a payment on why he says he's going to cut food. It's a masquerade party. It's a fraud. It's a giant freakish shakedown. You've been colonialized. Japan's colonialized. They have no voice. It's passing right now as we speak. This is a major, major deal. You know, my uncle stood on Omaha Beach in D-Day right here. Boy, can I get into this. It's so sad. It's heartbreaking. You know, so they're gearing up. I mean, what do you think all those nuclear reactors are in Japan? 48 reactors offline, not one single rolling black. The same in San Onofre, 12% of the grid, the biggest drought in history. What a view, huh? I live out there. There's the Great Salt Lake. Wow. This is a major, major story. Major story. Wow. They're going to militarize the island of Japan, the United States Department of Energy, the globalists, the Queen out of the House of Windsor. She's pulling these puppet strings. There's only been one answer, a tariff, USURY laws, enforcement of antitrust, but the American populace has gone with. They don't even have to pay, these PR pro-nuclear forums don't even have to pay these rats to do it. These guys will sit in their mama's basement and do it. You know, Dana got shot at. His boat slashed. I got a gun pulled on me. You don't think this anti-nuclear fight that we're in is dangerous shit? I had a gun put right in my face at Oak Ridge, Tennessee. Megan Rice. Wow. Holy cow. Remember the 5th of November. I mean, they're back. I can't believe this is happening. And Japan is going crazy. They're riding in the streets, whatever. You see NBC, Nuclear Broadcasting Cancer News, said, I'm at the USS Reagan versus General Electric case. I'm the only one there. They're flying the flag upside down. I have videos of it. The NBC right there. Nothing. I'm the only one. Oh, we support the troops. No, you don't. You know, they don't. They come back, you want to just mass murder and slaughter. I mean, you've hijacked every freaking thing there. The greatest activist of all time. You hijacked his story. Jesus' story, I'd be rich. You've all gone along with this populism culture. They've colonialized the world. This is a risk game. This is all this is to these people. They're sitting around these war colleges. Look, and you just feed them. They got all the money. Because you just feed them and feed them through the fear economy. Just feed them. You know, the more money, so they sit around and that's all they do. This is just it's a board game. What do you think's going on in Syria? I was on the train in Budapest. I was in Vienna on the All Roads Lead to Vienna. I was on that freaking train. I was sat with the Syrians as they beat the fuck. You wouldn't believe it, what's going on there. Bombarding their place. What are they supposed to fucking do? Here, you take them. I mean, it's outrageous. You know, the slave economy, it's like, oh, new laws? Why don't you enforce the labor laws we have? It gets a lot to pay someone cash in your fake rock, your styrofoam freaking EFAS piece of shit, your freaking Chinese freaking sheetrock that's molded. These are colonials fighting among each other. Ukraine's paying the price, plutonium wars. Now they're gearing up to take on China. Again. I mean, well, not per se China, because their people are enslaved. You realize East Turkey is 3 times the size, East Turkey is 3 times the size of the United States, geographically. There are forced labor camps there. You do know that. These are your Tim Cook, who's gay. They execute people for gain. Executed, you know, running down the field with hair dreads from executed Chinese prisoners. I won't stop there. I mean, these are the great-great-grandsons of antebellum slaves. I mean, how soon we forget. I mean, it's sad. What a view, huh? What am I placed? This is a major story. And if you don't realize this is globalism, and they were paid to call it New World, it's not new. It's old as Babylon and evil as hell. It's globalism. They're back. And you've all fed into it, the fear con. You know, eating dogma burgers, it might taste good. But when they come back up, oh, when you realize you've been had in this obey consumption police state that you live in your little FEMA camp, you're paying a mortgage, your molded up thing, paying your property tax, when you realize you've been had, oh, they hurt. It causes diarrhea of the mouth. Ask Alex Jones. Ask Glenn Beck. Ask all the Fox News freaks. You know, you're really going to listen to Fox News, who's run out of the House of Windsor to say they're America. They're America. You need to learn to speak American. I mean, it's so over the top how ignorant. There's only one cure for eating dog because they're fatal. Dogma burger, I mean, my own knowledge saved my own life as these monsters sent me home to die. AML de Nouveau, look, and just shows you the hater culture that we live in. Under attack, a guy in a wheelchair trying to save us. Dana, myself, we're trying to save us. We get attacked, we get shot at. I mean, wow. Do you ever think that it'd be so difficult to tell the fucking truth in a society? Ask young Manning. Ask Julian Assange. Ask Michael Hastings. Ask I am Pat fucking Tillman. Ask Jessica Lynch. Wow, who would ever believe that we went into this place where it is so abstract to tell the fucking truth is to risk your fucking life, to be attacked by the fucking sheep that have drank the Kool-Aid. This is Jamestown on BALCO. And I'm not talking the East Jamestown. Fucking wow. This is a major deal. Stay tuned and we'll stay on this. It's heartbreaking. You've been globalized. Stay tuned.